Yeah, KJ, thanks for doing this interview today. I'd asked a couple Vikings players this question. How surprised are you with the talent that this team seems to have on paper, and you guys are now sitting home and eliminated from the playoffs?
It's a little surprising. Obviously, it's not the goal. Obviously, when you go into a season, every team's goal is to hold it to Lombardi at the end of the season. So that's won't be the case this year. But right now, all we can do is look ahead and finish strong this last week at home against Chicago.
AJ, kind of building off that, what was the mood like last night in the locker room and on the ride home?
It was disappointing. Disappointing as any loss. We put a lot of hard work in here into what we do. Players, coaches, so support staff. So it's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. So you want to win. So anytime you don't win, it's disappointing.
John?
AJ, I asked Xavier about this, and today you put five major contributors on the COVID list, and last week you were without your quarterback. And I'm wondering how, now at the end of the season, how you thought the COVID protocols worked, and if they might have to change next season if the pandemic isn't under control.
I think they'll probably have to change. Off the top of my head, I think they'll probably have to change. They were changing, throughout the season. Whether that was, not rescheduling games and testing every day, or one time a week, or intense protocols. But I mean, it's new for. This is like the second year, but it's relatively new for everybody. Nobody has the playbook to this stuff, so the people that are making the rules are, I'm sure they're trying their best. Just how everybody else is trying their best to, follow the rules. So, it's an evolving thing. But the people that are in charge, they're trying their best.
If I could follow up real quick, as you look back, or I don't know if you have, but do you think some of this cost you games at all?
Oh, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. That's something we'll have to look back on. I've always said though, no matter what people on the outside think, everybody has their own opinion. Some people want to be vaccinated, some people don't want to be vaccinated, and that's their own personal opinion. So, win, lose or draw because of a vaccination, I don't think that's any reason to blame anyone or anything like that. I've always said everyone has their own right and opinion to what they want to do. We've been affected by COVID. Just everybody in the league has, not just us. There's other teams that've been affected by COVID as well. So again, it's just something that we all, the whole world is dealing with, and trying to be accustomed to it.
Thanks, KJ.
Sam, followed by Andrew.
Hey KJ, obviously a lot of high moments and low moments for the offense this year. And when you reflect on it, do you think there was meat left on the bone just for the offensive unit as a whole? To not sort of be the driving force, I guess, at times during the season.
I think so. But I feel like also, that's just the game that we play. You want to score every time you touch the ball. But that's not the game that we play. Like you said, it's been ups, it's been downs. That's just not how this game goes. So you just gotta, it's a fight. You gotta bounce back and and keep pushing. And at the end of the day, when the game is over, you'll evaluate it and see how you can come back better the next week. So I guess that's how I'll answer that.
Yeah, KJ, kind of going off that, did it feel like this offense had an identity this year, at least a consistent one? Because you got Dalvin obviously can go off at 200, and Jefferson, you guys have all those weapons, but it seems like when you're searching, you guys really needed a play. It was hard to find one at times. I guess what are your thoughts just on what this offense's identity was in 2020?
I feel like we have a lot of playmakers. I couldn't tell you. I feel like that's a good question. I feel like I couldn't tell you just off the top of my head. Just what our identity was. But just being in Minnesota, we have what I feel like the best back in the league. He gets us started. In a lot of stuff that he does. That'd be the run game, the pass game, the screen game, and then he opens it up. For us. In the play action world. And Kurt, dealing it to us. We use fullbacks and tight ends and multiple receivers. we even opened it up more this year by using 5 receiver sets or different things like that. So I think we were multiple. We have a lot of talent on our roster.
Chris?
Yeah, KJ, looking back at the season, the high point obviously was beating Green Bay at home, and then the previous week, the Chargers. What kind of happened after that Green Bay loss? You guys never really seemed, with the exception of maybe the first half against Pittsburgh, you never really played at that high level again. I mean, what kind of happened after that big victory with you guys slipping, late November up till early January?
Oh, I couldn't say like just off the top of my head, just what happened. I don't know if anything necessarily happened. It's just it's a week by week thing. There's you got to come to play every Sunday in this league or whatever day that you're playing on. You got to come to play, every week. So I wouldn't say that it was something that we weren't like clicking on or that we did or didn't do. That's just kind of just how the games went.
Hey, and as a follow, what do you think of Garrett Bradbury's catch last night?
Oh yeah, I think that was a sweet play. That was sweet. I didn't see it live. I was running to go, and I turned around and me and Razul Douglas was like, we just seen that he was carrying the ball. We were like, wait, what happened? And then I seen the replay. I still didn't see the deflection until like when I was on the bus and I seen the video. I just seen him running with the ball and he pointed first down and they didn't take it back. So I was like, I don't really know what happened, but next play.
You might have another receiver there in your midst, huh?
Never know. Maybe some trick plays.
Last one from Mike.
Yeah, KJ, as you guys get back to it on Wednesday, what kind of internal motivation do you have now to close it out with really not much specifically on the line in the game Saturday? How do you try to close this thing out at least on a high note and motivate everybody?
Just finish, man. Just finish. Like again, we put a lot of work into this, man. You only get so many opportunities throughout the year. We play in the NFL. Not everybody gets a chance to do this, and at the end of the day, we're blessed to be able to be out there and making a living. Playing the game that we love. So just taking advantage of every opportunity, going out there and playing hard for our fans, playing hard for this organization, for ourselves, our families. These people. We deserve it. And they deserve it. So just going out there and playing our hardest to try to finish the season off with a win.